Hello everyone, Cap here, and welcome back to some more Mechabellum. I was on a short trip this weekend, but now I'm back, and let's see what other gamers are doing. I just noticed this game is about to start. It is between Bear-like and Sacco. I want to check it out, because Bear-like, if you didn't know, is one of the developers of this game, and at least to my knowledge is the only developer really actively playing this game, and also at a high level, so might be very interesting what Bear-like is playing here. Maybe we will see some new kind of interesting strat from him, but yeah, let's see. Let me actually follow Bear-like. If you didn't know, you can click on names and then click follow. You don't want to add them as Steam friends usually, but you can see here in your friends list you now have these follows in here, and you can see if they are idle or in combat or in general online. This is very good to find people to spectate. If you just have a list of really strong players, you can see, oh, they are playing, and easily find their games and click on the name and then spectate to join that game. So let's spectate this one. Sacco going for quick supply with crawlers and sledgehammers. And Bear-like is supply specialist with fangs and phoenixes. Votes already going out. I usually like to wait a little bit until I do my predictions, so I have a little bit of information of how the game is going. Interesting, both players looking like they decided to play standard. Crawlers behind the towers and in the back here. Sledgehammers in front, kind of standard all around. And red is deciding to go for phoenixes right away to have an answer to the opponent's phoenixes. And arc lights were added on blue's side. So far pretty standard. Arc lights, phoenixes and fangs here on this side. Sledgehammers, crawlers with a few phoenixes added on red side. Right side winning for blue, left side losing because of the help of the phoenixes. Maybe also more crawlers went over here from the back, I didn't fully see. Seems sometimes a bit random if you put one pack of crawlers in the very far back. The split they do, I don't know if that's always very accurate. It seems like they very much prefer one side over the other. And it's not just because of being off like one square or something in the positioning. Seems like it's more than that. Anyways, subsidized stormcallers, of course. Round 2, kind of a classic. When it's offered, at least one player, but usually actually both players are picking it. Because, well, spamming a few stormcallers is pretty good in most games. Nearly every game, and yeah, here you go, of course. Both players picked that card, and blue is adding 2 stormcallers here. No stormcallers on red side though. Red did pick it, but did not go for stormcallers. Is going for fangs in the front instead, and some more phoenixes. Is the additional chaff going to win this compared to Stormcallers? It does look better. So I think it was the right call here actually, to not go for Stormcallers at this point. Speed specialist for red. It's pretty good against stormcallers. Especially, okay, yep, especially with sledgehammers. And if you level sledgehammers and in general go for sledgehammers, also with mechanical rage upgrade and everything, sledgehammers can be really good here. And it looks like that's what red is going to do here. Added 2 more packs of sledgehammers. Probably going to see mechanical rage soon. Next turn, I'm assuming. Orbital bombardment by blue here. Not the very best, I guess. It will depend, it's always RNG, but couple of units at the very far edges. Let's see if they actually get hit. And blue also respecting the orbital, so putting down some barriers to potentially protect against it. And actually, there was a pack of fangs in the front, I think, that was pulling the units towards the middle, and that made the orbital better than it would have been otherwise. I did not see this positioning, so that was very good. Helped out the orbital for sure. And yeah, orbital plus the 2 barriers helping blue win this round, kind of convincingly. But that being said, the orbital was temporary, obviously, and it was an investment. And also the barriers, they are still up, but still it's 200 credits. That is not going into units. Skip by red. Heavy hacker could actually be interesting, but it's also a bit risky. And here we are. Sledgehammers did get mechanical rage. Some upgrades, Phoenix's sledgehammers and Stormcallers were added now as well by red. And blue picked the missile device specialist. I'm guessing to potentially take out some sledgehammers. Not sure how that's going to work with the... Well, it can actually. The sledgehammers are so fast, especially now with mechanical rage, that they will kind of drive in front and then can actually get taken down by a sentry. And fire coming down on the Stormcallers now by blue. Not the best against the sledgehammers though. And also they are moving in so quickly now. It's kind of problematic for blue. Quick tanks with mechanical rage and obviously also the speed card. Speed specialist. Stormcallers helping a ton taking down these barriers. And yeah, this was 200 credits down the drain. Left barrier already down, right one is going to fall now. Yep. So, economy-wise, looking worse for blue here. Also, blue now needs a good answer to the sledgehammers, like right away. You can't mess around. Sledgehammers can get kind of out of control if you don't take care of them kind of early, because if they get leveled to like level 3, it's very problematic. When they are level 3 and you don't have a strong answer already on the board, it's very hard to catch up. And sledgehammers now also got field maintenance, so they will heal through a lot of the Stormcaller shots as well as the fire. Interesting. They're like going for wasps with range. Okay, this is something you don't really see. That's why I wanted to spectate. They are like wasps with range here. So there are only 4 phoenixes that can actually... Well, there are some more fangs, but the fangs will die to fire and stormcallers and everything, I'm pretty sure. And then the wasps are almost uncontested, just the 4 phoenixes. So wasps could be enough here. However, middle, these tanks are so quick, and also some crawlers coming through as well. And tower falling, yeah, wasps are not enough here. The ones in the middle actually died to the fangs, I think. Because everything pushed through the middle so quickly. The fangs could get into range of the wasps before getting taken down. Also, by the way, this positioning of the stormcallers, so vertical stormcallers, I don't do it as much anymore myself. Because of this, when you put fire on the stormcallers, the fire is way more clumped up if you put them like this. And you want the fire to be spread as much as possible so it can hit as much as possible. So right now, with stormcallers being back and incendiary bomb on stormcallers being so good, once again, I feel like vertical stormcallers are out of fashion now, once again. And I would prefer to position most stormcallers horizontally to spread more fire. Missile strikes coming down for both players. Some going here on the crawlers and some taking down the wasps, and potentially also some crawlers here as well. Mobile beacon crawlers coming down, and the crawlers with subterranean blitz. Subterranean blitz crawlers, kind of a soft counter to fire on the ground, because they take so much reduced damage that they can actually survive for quite a bit in the fire. And especially if they are leveled, they might actually completely walk through the fire without dying, and then still provide the chaff support that they are supposed to. Fortresses were added with anti-air upgrade by blue here, by Bear-like. Fortresses obviously good to deal with the sledgehammers, and the anti-air to help out with the phoenixes. There are only 4 phoenixes, so I'm not sure if it's really needed going for that anti-air upgrade here. But I guess with the fire on the ground, blue might expect more air to come out, so taking care of the air preemptively with this anti-air upgrade on the fortresses might be a good idea after all. Tank production line could be really good for Sacco, but Sacco is going for barrier. Tank production line could produce tanks with these 2 techs. And it was a skip by blue. No, never mind. There it is. There's this item. Tank production line actually for blue. And fists coming now down as well on the fortresses. So the sledgehammers are now getting countered pretty decently. And air is getting sold. There's only 1 pack of phoenixes now. So yeah, anti-air on the fortress was a bit preemptive. Sacco only had 2 phoenixes, or 2 packs of phoenixes, and already sold 1 and can just sell the other one next turn, and then these credits are completely wasted. And red is going for melting points with range to deal with these fortresses. It's quite a lot fortresses though, 4 fortresses and 1 is level 2. It will all depend here on the engagement and all the chaff and everything. If the fortresses can get in and actually target the mating points, they will die to the damage and the fists of the fortresses. However, this fortress not interested. No, turning around. Okay, finally going onto the mating point, and yeah, taking down the mating point. Left side is winning though. However, actually there's still quite a few Stormcallers. And Stormcallers also good damage against Giants as well. And yeah. Final mating point going down as well. Turns out fortresses are pretty good here. Mass-produced mating points now. A bit late. Would be kind of nice here, but Sacco already built mating points, and if you pick a mass-produced card of units that you already have, it downgrades the units that you already have on the board, so you don't want to grief yourself. Orbital off cooldown again. And also 2 incendiary bombs, one on each side, going to come down as well. 2 more mating points were added by red. So 1 mating point for each fortress now. Crawlers were added by blue here in front. And the barrier attack on the fortresses. Temporary buffs, range and speed, really important. And temporary range here as well for the mating points in particular on red side. And the oil here, by the way, is super good. It will slow these fortresses and basically win this left side, I'm pretty sure. Mating points can just from a distance. Never mind, there's fire on the ground now, of course. So no slowing after all. However, good enough anyways. Mating points with range. Having a good time against the fortresses here, and yeah, they are all getting wrecked now. And that's a ton of damage on the board still. Let's see if the Stormcallers can still do some work here, but it doesn't look good for blue. Getting hard countered with these mating points at the moment. Oh, 1 mating point still died, and another one actually, because of the bug here that the dying Stormcallers deal full damage even with tower debuff. So yeah, 2 more mating points could have survived almost. It wouldn't have been enough damage though. Still a little bit over 1k health left. EMP and smoke bomb coming down, so more actives. And now also the EMP tech on the melting points to disable, to quickly take down the barriers as well as disable the punches. I'm not sure what blue can do here to come back at this point. You can really only win against mating points if you overwhelm them in numbers. And also I feel like Fang production is detrimental. You really need this in a fortress versus mating point matchup. So let's see if Bearlag is still going for it, but it might be too late now. Also only 4 fortresses. I feel like you need to outnumber the mating points by a decent bit. And then also have the Fang production and potentially even barrier on the Fangs as well. Fire on the Stormcallers. Now also on red side. By the way, these wasps here. So many wasps now. Still with the range of course, but also shield was added. There are a few Mustangs on the board though. They can take care of those. And let's see how this goes here. Wasps not really having a good time here against the Mustangs. Mating points, well, already 2 fortresses were locked onto and taken down. Also a ton of Stormcallers now on red side, so fire everywhere, and in general the damage also helps against the fortresses as well. And yeah, the wasps are a bit annoying and distracting the melting points for a bit, but there's not a ton left here on blue side. So fortress goes down and yeah, tower falling, couple of wasps left and a couple of Stormcallers. But I don't think they can clean up the rest here. And that is GG's. This dancing fang emote. Yeah, well played by Red here, by Sacco. This is kind of... you see this a lot. I feel like every other game is a face-off of fortresses and melting points. And fortresses can win this, however, only if they really outnumber the melting points, and I feel like they must have fang production. It's not possible without, kind of. However, also obviously the fire Stormcallers really help against fang production as well, if it would have come out here. Yeah, the anti-air was a bit... there were only 2 phoenixes on the board, so I'm not sure if that was necessary. Should have probably instead just went for fang production and also just spammed more fortresses instead of these wasps. So wasps were not really doing much like they usually do. Usually wasps are not that great, especially if the opponent just goes for a couple of Mustangs. Let's spectate another one. Let's see if Bearlike is going to queue up again. I want to spectate Bearlike once more, and Bearlike is in combat. So let's see. Bearlike going up against Infinity Board. Not sure I've seen this name before. Can't remember. Marksman Specialist with Crawlers and Sledgehammers for red. And Bearlike is Cost Control Specialist with Crawlers and Steel Balls. And is selling 1 Steel Ball already. What is he up to? So has 400 credits right now. Okay. Going for 2 arc lights. Still has 200 credits left. I guess just banking some credits for next turn and then also selling those steel balls and doing something big next turn maybe. And red is getting ready to get aggressed on, I feel like. So red is trying to defend aggression on one side. Maybe. It looks like this positioning. All focused on this side, but defensively. Don't see that often. Arclight's really good here to take down all these crawlers. But the level 3 marksman is just too good at the moment, early on especially. This is often hard to beat round 1. Marksman and Sledgehammer's level 3 marksman, that is. And usually the best way to win this early is to go aggressive. And also steel balls and crawlers are kind of a classic aggression start. However, yeah, as we could see, blue did not go aggression here, not go aggressive. But so it makes sense that red positioned the way red did, just to be ready for some aggressive push. Subsidized crawler for red. And missile strike for blue. Okay, I'm curious now. What is blue up to with all these credits? 700 credits already and selling, so 900 credits right now. Round 2. the power of cost control and selling units. Oh, was getting added by red here, but they will also get taken down by the... Never mind, okay. Barrier coming down, very important here. Would have been a disaster otherwise. What is going on? Bear going for some more arc lights and still has so many credits left. Okay, I'm going to make the prediction we will see a War Factory game. An early War Factory game, so next turn War Factory probably. Or maybe, I don't know. I'm very confused. Wars not under the barrier, of course, so a lot got taken down. But even just one wasp is enough. There's no anti-air on blue's side. I'm so curious to see what's going to happen here. With all these credits left over, will we see War Factory? Losing for now, of course. Kind of as expected. Deployment specialist for red. And skip by blue. 1,200 credits now. Hey, there we go. Okay, we are getting the War Factory. And the early War Factory with efficient maintenance. Yeah, that's what I expected. If you pull out a War Factory early, this is a lot of value. Because 100 upkeep per round is quite important. So you expect at least 4 more rounds or something, round 7 maybe. And then it's already 400 credits saved, kind of. Well, it costs 50, so 350. But this is also only for one War Factory. I'm expecting Bear to just go for another one next turn, of course. And then it's double the savings. However, for now, still no anti-air though. Cannot deal with the wasps, which is kind of awkward. Would definitely win this without or with some anti-air. Did he not have any credits left, I wonder? Well, actually, not sure if any unit is unlocked even to shoot air. Oh, is he? No! 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 Oh, you hate to see it. This barrier. No! Look at this barrier. Oh, never mind. One hero fang or something. What was this? Like a fang, or I think it was a fang. Took down the barrier. After all, that was so close. Extended sledgehammer range. Oh, red here. Yeah, I guess. But your red only has 2 packs, and also they are not great anymore against War Factory on the board. War Factory's damage is really strong. So it's basically a fortress. And fortress counters sledgehammers pretty hard. A level 2 hacker coming down. The disrespect by red here. Red trying to hack the War Factory. That's rough. It can work. With range, it might have enough time to hack it. The disrespect though. And here we go. Phoenix production now on the War Factory. So there is anti-air, but also there were Mustangs added as well. So definitely enough anti-air now. And the War Factory is getting hacked. The hacker in the back protected. It looks like it will actually take the War Factory here in a moment. And rip. War Factory taken. War Factory dealing damage. War Factory producing phoenixes that take down the already produced phoenixes. And also taking down the tower here real quick. Uh-oh, this is not good. Ouch, also a lot of damage. 600 extra damage because this was hacked. Oh, that's funny. I've never seen a war factory get hacked, to be honest. This is awesome. Smoke bomb by blue and by red. Putting it down here vertically to basically smoke everything, because everything is in a line here. However, there will be a barrier, I'm pretty sure. Either hacker with barrier or just a regular barrier. But let's see. And here we go, second war factory now finally on the right side. Blue wanted to get ready for the anti-air first before going for a second war factory. And here we go, there's a bubble, so the smoke doesn't really do much. And the smoke here will do quite a bit if it's not getting barriered. And it isn't getting barriered, it looks like. No credits left. Would need to take a credit here. Some fangs in front of the war factory to buy some time against the hacker. This smoke really hurts though. A lot of units still not shooting here, all these Mustangs and everything. Right side should win with the war factory and the Mustangs. Left side though, yeah, all clumped up and had to drive, all units had to drive in the very front because of the smoke bomb, and the war factory is still getting hacked. Oh, that's rough. Tower on the right side falling though. However, slow war factory and the barrier still holding out. Yeah, tower debuff gone now, and tower debuff coming in from the own war factory that was hacked. War factory stabbing bear-like in the back, taking down the tower. And the second war factory is now also getting hacked. Oh no! Double hacked war factory. And Phoenix is getting produced as well. And ouch, that hurts. Up, up. 2 times 600 damage from the hacked units. GG. That was rough. Oh, getting 2 war factories hacked here. Oh, feels bad, man. Early war factory did not work out here. And actually, hacker also got the EMP upgrade, I didn't even notice. Would disable the producing of the phoenixes and everything. Not sure if it's that important, but whatever. Hacker did the work with the range and staying in the back and locking onto the war factory for a long time. Was able to take it, and yeah, taking a war factory is pretty good, it turns out. So if you can hack a war factory, you should hack a war factory. Alright, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, bye.